All right, ladies and gentlemen, a very, very busy news day as we welcome you to the Steve Malzberg Show live from our New York City studios. In just a moment, we're going to be joined by Congressman David Brat, who has a brand new book. He's the man who ousted Eric Cantor. And maybe we could do the same with Paul Ryan. So we'll talk to him about that and a whole lot more. But first, reports say up to 50 dead now, 60 injured. 3 suicide bombers attacking Istanbul airport with explosive vests and AK-47s. There were 3 explosions shortly before 8 p.m. local time. Turkish news agencies report that ISIS may be to blame. The men were trying to pass through the security X-ray machines when they were stopped by security officers. Now, we have a couple of, this is the second one. This is a wounded terrorist who you're going to see hit the suicide vest and blow himself up as someone runs away, and here it comes. That was one angle of the explosion, and while I was talking, you saw, here's the other. This is a security camera capturing another explosion. Just horrific, and of course it calls into question our safety as well. We'll talk more about that as the evening goes on. Also, ladies and gentlemen, the Republicans issuing their Benghazi report, the majority report. We had the Democratic report the other day, and Trey Gowdy was at the microphone along with some others, and he talked about this phony blaming of the video and how it was just all made up fantasy. Watch.
The video with the demonstration, including saying that a handful of extremists hijacked and otherwise, this is just stuff that's made up. It'd be one thing if it were in the talking points. There are multiple sets of talking points, Hipsy talking points. It'd be one thing if it were in there and they got it wrong, therefore she got it wrong. It's not even in there. It's just made up out of whole cloth.
And at that point, he was talking about Susan Rice going on the Sunday shows. But Hillary, as they alluded to, first of all, when Susan Rice went on the Sunday shows, this report says that we now have emails from the State Department employees who said, what is she talking about? How could they say it's a video? It was a terrorist attack. We know that Hillary sent emails to Chelsea, told it was a terrorist attack. The Prime Minister of Egypt told him it was a terrorist attack, and then told us it was the video. Here is some of Hillary from September of 2012.
Some have sought to justify this vicious behavior along with the protest that took place at our embassy in Cairo yesterday as a response to inflammatory material posted on the internet. We've seen rage and violence directed at American embassies over an awful internet video that we had nothing to do with.
All right. I mean, and then there was probably her greatest moment of all at when she testified before the Benghazi committee at the hearings, and here's what she said.
The fact is, we had 4 dead Americans. Was it because of a protest, or was it because of guys out for a walk one night who decided they'd go kill some Americans? What difference at this point does it make? It is our job to figure out what happened and do everything we can to prevent it from ever happening again.
Now, the report also cites how these people were waiting, Americans were waiting to go rescue these trapped Americans. They weren't allowed to. Some went anyway and lost their lives. That they were trying to decide, should they wear military uniforms if they go, or civilian clothes, and they had to change their clothes 3 or 4 times. It's outrageous. And this woman was the head of the State Department, and Obama's the president, and these are the people you blame. Now, what else happened today? Donald Trump gave a wonderful speech on the economy and our economic policy, our trade policy, and here's some of what he had to say.
The people who rigged the system are supporting Hillary Clinton because they know as long as she is in charge, nothing's going to change. The inner cities will remain poor. The factories will remain closed. The borders will remain open. Hillary Clinton and her friends in global finance want to scare America into thinking small. And they want to scare American people out of voting for the better future. And you have a great future, folks. You have a great future.